What did Abraham Lincoln say? So goes the classroom one generation, so goes the government the next. We got to change this classroom shit and this college liberal bullshit that's going on.
Hey there. Welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time. San Francisco 49ers are in town, so there's going to be a lot of people from California I'm going to be talking to this weekend. This video ain't that one though. That one's coming. It's going to be good. So what you want to do is just some random musings that are from people that, of course, I run into out there on the streets. And hope you enjoy it. Covers different topics, people's feelings. So if the CIA and the NSA is listening in, your propaganda is not working all that well. All right, guys, thanks for stopping in. You know what you do. If you like it, you like it. If you care, you share it. If you can, you can contribute. And that's it. Let's get to it. I'll see you on the other end.
A lot of our system has been corrupted by the pedophilia. A lot of it. Well, look what they're doing with the schools. They're grooming them in the schools right now.
I just read something yesterday that they're teaching 5- and 6-year-old children
How to masturbate.
In school, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tranny book tours. Yeah.
All I gotta say is I hope this impeachment goes to the Senate, because the Democratic Party, there won't be one.
They're imploding.
There won't be one. If it goes to the Senate, there won't be one.
Yeah.
It'll be done for.
You know, somebody just gave me this story. He says, hate destroys its own vessel. And that's...
I love it.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
That's what they're doing. I mean, these guys are building walls they keep running into, and, I guess, I'm frustrated that none of them have been held fully accountable yet.
Not a single person. I watched a video with Mark Levin. He was interviewed on CNN, and he was talking about the whistleblowers. His actual, I used to say his testimony, his actual whistleblowing, like what he said. And man, so if nobody knows who it is, but from the very beginning, Adam Schiff's talking points for every impeachment inquiry and before that has been exactly what the whistleblower said. I mean, I love it, man.
And where do you get to a point where some anonymous person? I mean, this is like Star Chambers shit, man. It's like, so who accused me? I mean, you're supposed to know who you're accused of. It's one of the basic parts of law, going back centuries of the very beginning. Yes, and yet we got some anonymous person. You can't know his name. I don't know who he is. No, blah blah.
But that's a good thing. That's if it goes to the Senate, then they can't deny it. If they deny it, if they deny that, then they're violating what they sworn to uphold the Constitution. They violate everything that they stand against, everything that they're supposed to be standing.
Yeah, like they care about that.
Yeah, exactly. But so if they denied Trump being able to
defend himself.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's all I gotta say is I cannot wait.
What's gonna happen here with this impeachment thing?
Like everything else the liberals have done, it's going to fall flat on its face.
I'm praying so.
But of course, no weapon used against us shall prosper.
That's right.
And they're just too...
We're from a church group, so that's why I laugh.
Yeah.
We're from you're quoting our verse.
Yeah, so I mean,
You heard what he said? No weapon formed against us shall prosper, he said.
Yeah. They just keep on building walls that they run right into. I mean, they make the same mistakes over and over again, and they just don't learn because they are not capable of doing it.
I love this. I love that. That's great. I was hoping the Tea Party would have taken off, but unfortunately it didn't.
Well, it got usurped. It got, like everything else, anything that becomes popular becomes neutralized.
Yeah.
So it became popular, it was infiltrated, got neutralized. when I started attending a lot of the Tea Party meetings and whatnot, they were getting popular because I'd be going in there and I'd be, doing my 9/11 thing. So we got to show 9/11. And people start showing up, and it would start getting popular. Then the head of the Tea Party comes up and goes, "Look, could you kind of keep that 9/11 thing down a little?" I says, "No. That's what gets you the crowd in here that you have now is because we're speaking the truth. Now you're telling me to put a lid on the truth?"
Well, it's just it's just like the guys that were pushing. I used to live in Florida, and so when we were pushing, various different things and stuff, then many of the GOP were jumping on board. So we thought, oh wow, they're going to be cool with this whole thing. Next thing you know, they're dowsing it down, and it just go right back to.
I said anything becomes popular becomes neutralized.
Yeah.
And so that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
That's why God bless the radicals.
Remind me, Tommy Robinson. Remind me, who is that again?
Tommy Robinson's from the UK. He's another truth speaker. He was in Speaking Truth to Power. He was out there speaking about the Muslim group rape rings that were going on in England.
Yep.
And
they killed him or something?
No, they threw him in prison. He just got out. Now they got another action against them. They're trying to go ahead and break him financially now. So it's the same old thing. I mean, look what they did to Christ. They put him on the cross speaking the truth.
That's right.
So you stand up for what you believe in. Again, be prepared to be shot down. That's the way it is.
Well, look, that's what Hitler did. He took the guns away, took over the press, took over the schools.
Yeah, it's not a new or complicated program. It's been done before.
Well, yeah, Russia back then, so we could never beat you militarily. You'll fall from within. Yeah. I mean, that's and it's typical for a lot of a lot of civilizations that way. But I mean, if you look at the rise and fall of the Roman Empire,
exactly.
I mean, and unfortunately, if you don't learn history, you're doomed to repeat it. And when you start getting rid of all the landmarks and all the stuff we have to make us remember what happened, it's just
indeed. Exactly. What worries me now is because we're dealing with things that we humans have never had to deal with before, in a sense like the internet and the digitals and the airwaves. I mean, everything from the 4G to the 5G they want to put in. These things actually penetrate our bio network and influence like everything else would, to the point where it actually is changing our cellular makeup to the point where we can become, in a short period of time, what it might have taken 40 years or to change, it can be done in 40 days, and you can be taken over. Your emotions, your thought processes can actually be manipulated remotely because of how they're injecting these new programs. I mean, the internet itself, all of this stuff is affecting us. This has never been around before, so we're actually becoming, in a sense, with the usage of these things, some kind of Borg.
Yeah, well, nobody thinks for themselves. They got to be entertained. Yeah. They don't know how to do anything themselves. Only heaven forbid the computer crashes. You can't.
We don't know what to do.
Yeah. So, it's just,
that's it. Our lives have been so entwined now with these electronics that we are. I mean, if the lights went out, how many people could survive?
The electricity goes out. Nobody knows what to
exactly.
do.
And some young people know what's going on. Where are you from?
Houston, Texas.
What do you do there?
I'm retired, man.
From?
I used to build man camps for oil and gas companies. So fuck them for trying to shut that down.
Yeah.
I made a fortune doing it.
So you're all about the Green New Deal then?
Yeah. Stupid ass motherfucker.
I swear to God.
You absolutely got to be the most dumbest person on the planet to buy into that shit. Or even part of it. You've got to be the most uneducated. But the problem is what did Abraham Lincoln say? So goes the classroom one generation, so goes the government the next. We got to change this classroom shit and this college liberal bullshit that's going on. That's your fight.
I'm into that, brother. You hit it right
your
there.
fight right there.
Oh yeah. Well, I was just talking to another couple here. There's some KGB agent, right, that defected in '58. Said that our plan to take over the United States was a 40-year plan. The first thing we did is we infiltrated their school boards. Because we knew then after a couple of generations, we knew we'd get you.
Shit, yeah. And they have. That's why you got these young people that are absolute dumbasses that can't think for themselves, and they want the government to think for them.
You got it. This is a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton. It's good for any crime in the world.
Yeah, I bet it is, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some of my friends that work in different sectors in the world, have learned that, if you just go back to 2008 and see the recession that we were in then, I said, just remember what happened in 2008, how much of us lost millions because Obama didn't want us to spend any money in the energy sector. I said, I look around now, there's millions of guys working every day, all day long, providing for their families. They're off of welfare, they're off of food stamps, and they feel good about themselves. I said, just think about what that was 11 years ago, how shitty you felt that you couldn't buy your kids a pair of shoes, and now they got 8 of them in the closet. And they're like, yeah. I said, so don't let nobody fool your ass.
Oh, well. I thought I was counting. I mean, there was like a black guy came up here like a week ago. Comes up, says, thank God for him. It says, well, what's with him? I've got a job at the oil field right now. I wouldn't be working. So, if Clinton said anything made any sense at all, he says it's the economy, stupid. So people are seeing their 401ks go up. They're seeing jobs. Yeah. So people pay, they vote with their stomachs.
But people who don't work, these lows that sit on the couch all day, get a government check. They want the government to educate them, pay for their Medicare, pay for their food and their apartment. I'm like, fuck you, man. When you're an able-bodied person, you go out and work, and you're going to just work the system and shit. That's the only thing we got to worry about as elections is some of these inner-city motherfuckers that don't want to work.
Oh, sure. I mean, look at this last election we had here for the governor. The Republican was up 15 points. And all of it, right? Then New Orleans came in and went.
Yeah, they got the locals that were liberal and wanted that free ride. Vote for them. Well, good to see you, sir.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Pleasure.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Well, both of you have interesting fields. What do you normally build?
We specialize in primary education.
Really?
Yeah, elementary, middle school.
Is anything being done with the architecture that is being influenced by the school shootings or the security?
We for the firm I'm with, for 25 years we make secure vestibules at the end. It's one point of entry, and you have to be buzzed in. We've been doing it for 25 years, so it's like, and none of our schools have been shut up.
Yeah. So. Which kind of brings up Sandy Hook in the sense, because they said they had done that school, where they had the cameras and the one entry.
Right. But, I mean, the thing is that we try to express to everybody is if somebody wants in, they're going to get in. It's slowing them down. Time is your...
But they never even showed... They said they put a new cameras, and then we don't see any pictures of that.
I don't think it was working. See, where...
I don't know. Well, not only was it working... There was no internet service out of that school for 4 years prior to that.
Wow.
That's crazy.
See, where we're based out of, the teachers all packed, so
that's good. Well, that's a good. That's good.
So.
Now, I just read something about acupuncture. In this book right here. Because it's dealing with the bio-digital fields, how the entry points, connection points to our organs, our sensory perceptions and all. And how the electronics that we're using today are being programmed to enter those points.
Really? Very interesting.
To manipulate us and to go ahead, because when you're dealing with the points of entry of the acupuncture you're dealing with, you're actually affecting the organs and the right.
Yeah.
And so that book deals with how the powers that be, the ones that are.
That is interesting. Very creepy.
Yes.
Very creepy.
That's why this book was kind of hard to get, but and the guy that wrote it said he gave this information to Trump at the beginning of last year about the whole introduction of 5G and how that is going to speed this process up. So it's I know.
I'm gonna have to do a little bit of covert information or research on that.
The book is kind of scary. What are the information that it's projecting? I mean, everything that of course, the cell phones, the internet, all of it has feeding into our bio network and actually changing our cellular makeup. Because everything we do, you are what you eat, you are
Absolutely.
what you see. So, the things that we take in are actually stripping our humanity to a point where we're becoming sort of like cyberborgs.
Zombies.
Will you keep up the fight?
Thank you very much. God bless you. Is this good looking young lady with you here?
Yep, my sister. She's taking pictures for her husband.
Yeah, I'm taking. He'll love it. Woo-hoo. They're at the War Museum, so we came. We went there yesterday.
I think everybody ought to go to that.
Oh, everybody, and I could drag a lot of these people there.
Every single American. And should be there.
They don't have a clue.
It's the scariest thing in the whole world, actually.
It's hard education there.
It is.
It's a hard education.
Well, and you look at it and you think it's headed that direction. It's just scary. They have no idea. They have no idea what.
Yeah. And with the weapons they have today, it makes it even worse.
Right. Get out of here. I love Trump. Don't listen to him.
What would you lock him up for?
He's a crook.
What? Give me an example of his crook.
Yeah, he
Of him being a crook.
He cheated a bunch of contractors that work for him in New York City.
So the contractors I've talked to that have worked for him, that love him, they were lying to me.
Yeah, I'm out of here. I'm not getting.
I mean, with the contractors I talked to that have worked for him,
stand between.
that like him, were they lying to me?
No, those weren't.
Okay.
Make sure you get this crook in the.
Because I've never talked to.
I got both crooks in there.
I've never talked to anybody that's worked for him that didn't like him.
It's the newspapers.
Tony, it fell out.
So, I don't know where you're getting your information from. I get it from first-hand information,
No,
people
they get
that work
it from
with it.
CNN. Right here.
I never watched CNN.
Yeah. That's good.
You can keep one. It's a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton.
Oh, good.
It's good for any crime in the world.
There you go. You got two.
That's a good one.
So now you got two crooks.
I bought my Trump socks and everything, and I have to go up north for Christmas. And I have my Trump bumper sticker, my Drain the Swamp bumper sticker, my NRA bumper sticker, and everyone tells me when I leave Massachusetts I won't have a back window in my car.
Not everybody in Massachusetts is.
Socks you bought.
I just told them I bought
Not
the
everybody in Massachusetts is a crazy liberal.
No, they're not.
Some good people there.
My county before I moved south, they were Republicans.
Yeah.
He's my supporter.
So how does New Orleans go? We're from Canada. Are they red or blue?
Oh, New Orleans is a liberal cesspool.
It is.
Yeah, all cities are liberal cesspools.
That's what seems to be happening, eh?
Here's a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton. It's good for any crime in the world, even in Canada.
Well, unfortunately, there's too much happening down here as it is.
Yeah.
Wasting a lot of time in Congress, I see.
Indeed.
But
Indeed.
that might eventually backfire.
I think it is already. Yeah.
I'm talking about November.
Yeah, I think it's Yeah, absolutely.
And you know what's going to happen? I've been saying this for years, and I'm a Canadian. The Democrats are going to re-elect Trump.
Yeah, indeed.
And what's going to happen in January is the Republicans are now going to subpoena people like Hunter Biden and Schiff. And
let's hope so. I have some doubts on that because I'm cynical. But I would love to see that come to pass.
You see, they opened it up and they didn't realize what they were opening up. And now they got what's considered to be their lead candidate, no longer their lead candidate.
Yeah.
So,
but again, I've just seen too many high crimes and criminals still walking free. And with mountains of evidence to put them away.
I know.
And so
Well, what I don't understand is they're complaining that he spoke to the foreign government to find out dirt on Biden. What did she do with Christopher Steele to find out dirt on Trump? Wasn't it the same thing?
Well, if it wasn't for hypocrisy, there would be no liberalism.
Well, I don't think America's ready for socialism.
No.
You can take a few people off the list right there.
Yeah, amen to that.
Anyhow, good luck.
Thank you very much, and I hope things work well out for you. Work for you out in Canada too. It seems.
We're not too thrilled with that.
Yeah, you have your own problems.
You want to trade?
No. Thank you.
Take care.
All right. How you doing?
Hey, how are you? I love the posters.
Thank you. Where are you guys from?
New York.
What part?
Right outside the city. We both work in the city.
What do you do up there?
I am in property management, like real estate management, basically.
All right, great.
Yeah. Both do the same.
Sort of same?
Yeah.
Same thing, yeah.
Oh, terrific.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, Deeds, you didn't happen to manage any of his properties before?
Yeah.
You did, really?
Yeah.
Terrific.
Yeah, he's very famous in our town.
And well, I've heard. And he just recently moved out. He says, "I'm out of here. Taxes are too high."
Right?
Yeah, I know. You guys don't want me? That's good. I'm out of here.
Yeah, that's it. I'll take my taxes elsewhere. My tax money is elsewhere, right?
So it's kind of hard being a conservative up in that area, though, isn't it?
You know what? It's funny. You have conversations, and it's probably 50-50 right in the city. Yeah, you'd never believe it. No one will tell you so, but it's like 50-50.
Well, obviously I speak to people from around the country here, and I speak to a lot of New Yorkers. But typically I'm going to get approached by people that have like mind.
Right.
And so I tend to get I don't know if I'm getting a skewed view, but again, it depends where you go. If you go to Staten Island, it's going to be obviously different than going to the Queens.
Right. Yeah. Very true. Yeah. Staten Island's like a Republican stronghold.
Yeah.
And then where I am in Westchester, it's very Democratic. And because of our professions, we just have to keep our mouths shut.
Yeah, indeed.
Indeed.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, here's this is a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton.
Thank you. Love it.
Good for any crime in the world. Check out my YouTube channel. I think you'll like it.
All right, folks. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, hit the like button and share it and contribute. Everything's in the description, or you can go to my website and hit a button there. Thank you. God bless you. See you on the streets.